damn, I just saw these two cars and I was thinking I would look really cool driving those, or one of those. I can definitely understand why Arnold got a Hummer and shit, because these aren't Hummers, but Humvee vehicle. I was thinking when I saw that I would look super cool driving that. All right, this video is gonna kick so much ass, and I'm gonna put on some music right now. Yeah, it doesn't matter what your goal is. It's just the fact that you know what you want out of life, and it's in your gut, okay? So you have this gut feeling, and I was telling my friend this the other day when he was saying, like, I just don't know, like, whether it's the right choice or the wrong choice to, you know, break up with my girlfriend. And I said, you know what? You know the right choice. It's in your gut, man. Like, I know that right now, if you just got a coin and you flipped it, when that coin was in the air, you would know what side you wanted that thing to land on, and that would be the moment that you knew what you want. People have a really, really hard time, like, making decisions, and like knowing paralysis by analysis is a real thing, and it's crippling. It's absolutely crippling to people. I said before that, like, failure in Asia, you know, trying something and failing is the ultimate way to destroy a person's image among their peers in society. Analysis by paralysis and not pursuing your dreams because you can't make decisions and, like, go on it, get that killer instinct where you, like, you go and you act, you spring into action, and your body goes into motion pursuing what you want. That's like a major unfortunate thing that happens with a lot of talented people, or a lot of people with a lot of potential. Paralysis by analysis, never being able to decide exactly what it is they want to do, and because of that, not trying, not putting their whole being behind whatever you know, they chose for that time. And that's the thing, is that failure is actually good, and it must be accepted as acceptable in order to realize your potential, because you have to be able to make decisions about, like, what you're going to go after, what it is that you want out of your life, what you're going to go do, you know, what you're going to spend your time doing, what things you're going to try to achieve. You have to go at those goals at 100% full force, all out. That's the only way to achieve them. And so if you have paralysis by analysis, it's gonna be like sapping your energy. And, you know, if you only try like 75%, and it's like when you're trying to reach your goals, if you're only trying 75% because like 25% of you is thinking, like, well, you know, I'm doing this and I'm trying, but I'm just not sure it's the right thing. You have to, like, erase those kinds of thoughts from your memory for the time being, because it doesn't help you. It serves no purpose. It's like, yeah, it serves no purpose. You have to, when you get your goal and you decide, okay, this is what I want out of my life. This is what I want to go do. You know, in 5 years, I want to be doing this. This is where I want to be located. You know, this is what I want my job to be. This is how I want to make my money, stuff like that. It's got to be that when you make that decision, then after that, to, like, go for it and try, like, one of your different ideas, you have to, like, block out like a segment of time where you won't doubt yourself no matter what. So, you know, you won't think of failure. You won't let that thought enter your head for like 8 weeks or something like that, right? So certain people have like, it's like their destiny to be better at doing this than other people. And the first time I realized this was when I was in my heinous marriage. When I was in my heinous marriage, and my abusive ex-wife was, you know, we were just, you know, it was total hell, and it was like fighting, and like we didn't like each other, you know, we always wanted to change each other, you know, we weren't just naturally compatible. And also she was like, you know, really, you know, must have had some horrendous parenting, you know, because she was, you know, very physically aggressive, which is totally unacceptable. What I learned was that there was no way out of that situation unless I made the decision to pull the plug, okay? She did not, you know how people are when they're codependent on each other. When people are codependent on each other, they're not like in their right minds, right? So they feel like, I can't live without you. And so the thing is that I realized that in that relationship, I was the only one that had like the strength of mind to pull the plug on, you know, like we'd been together for 6 years. And, you know, it seemed like, you know, like, oh, we depend on each other, can't live without each other or something. But, you know, like I knew in my gut that if I was gonna progress in life, that this had to happen. There was absolutely no other option. And I also saw that it wasn't in her. She was too scared. She was too paralyzed by fear of the unknown. By fear of the unknown if we broke up or we got divorced. No matter how much of this needs to happen, this is the right choice, this is the logical choice, you know, it's doing nothing but destroying ourselves to be together, she would never be able to have the killer instinct or like be able to like pull the plug on it and say like, okay, let's do this. I realized this, and I just realized it was definitely like a becoming a man moment, to be honest. I was almost 23 years old, and I just said, she came home from community college one day, and I just said, yo, Marie, like, this isn't working. This isn't good. Like, we have to end this. This is the right thing to do. And she just kind of looked shocked, and she was like, okay. But I mean, we both definitely knew that. It's like so horrendous, so horrible. I would not wish that on anyone but my enemies. Being in that situation. So that was the thing, is that I realized that out of those two people, like it was like my destiny to pull the plug on that. Like in order to make like the right things happen, make the right things happen in both of our lives, like it had to be me. And so that was like my first experience with Killer Instinct too, which is like a really like huge driving force in my life. And like how I think a lot of you guys see me doing things that are uncommon for my age, and it's because of this thing that I was born with, but that I've also like developed over time as a skill, that I call it Killer Instinct, because it's like basically what Killer Instinct means is, it means when the opportunity is there, when you see the target, like you seize the moment and like throw like all the essence that is you at it. You know, like when you see your opening, when you see your opportunity, it's like you are not afraid to break all the rules and go all in. I'm kind of born with a temperament like this, because I was born with a temperament of like all or nothing. Like I will not accept failure. When I was like 2 years old, I used to really like to play with blocks, and when my block tower would fall over, my spine, I would arch my spine and scream and go flying onto my back onto the floor as a 2-year-old. Like I would go into this just like, it was so unacceptable that my block tower had just fallen. And that's also like that temperament that I was born with, that is part of what like sends me into motion. And it's this like killer instinct quality that, you know, I'm so like bent on doing things my way, but not like controlling other people. Like, of course you guys know that like I don't control other people and I want other people to do my way, but I mean, for me is what I mean, doing things my way, living my life my way, doing things the way that me doing my things the way that I want them to, not influenced by other society, you know, living the life I want to lead is so like it was a temperament that was born into me. You know, like I could not accept the blocks falling down. That was unacceptable, and would go into just like this insane 2-year-old tantrum. And so then this also carries over with things like, hey, you know what? I don't like this society. And then, you know, it makes me say like, well, you know, if things aren't going this way, I evaluate it. If things aren't going the way that I want and I find acceptable to me, I evaluate it. And if I find like, okay, well, you know, I feel like the state of this culture is lost right now, I'm out of here. Okay. And then like I have this like killer instinct to like go and like follow through and make that happen. I'm telling you guys about this right now because there's like one of maybe my best innate talent. So I'm sharing it with you because this is a skill, the killer instinct, that you can, like, I was born with it, but then I polished it to like a way more level. And this is the reason I'm explaining this is because this is how a lot of you guys say like, how does he just, you know, like pull the trigger to like go and do all these things, you know, and like and do these things that are totally unacceptable to our culture, and it's things that I've never thought about doing, didn't know were possible. And the reason why is this. So that's why I'm telling you about this, so that you can hopefully benefit from it. All right, so understand this, man, is that if you want to have the life that you want, no one is going to help you. Okay? This is like part of being a man and finding your purpose, is that you have to go all through and make like your life's work be your purpose. So it's like an endurance test too. It's like no one's going to help you, okay? Society is set. If your purpose isn't in the same mold as the one that society has for you, then the only way that you're going to be able to break out of it is to stop thinking about them and to start thinking about you. If you walk into a social situation and the first thing that you have on your mind is, what do people think of me? You've already lost. You've already lost as soon as you walk into that social situation. You have got to find peace. Find real peace that can't be shaken. You have got to figure out who you are, what kind of person you are, what kind of things you like, what you want to spend your time doing, what your image is for the rest of your life to be. And you got to dedicate your time to that. Okay? And this is another thing, like, it's like with destiny, and like certain people are not going to be strong enough to do that. But that's okay. Those people can still try and maybe have some other version of it. A killer instinct, like developing that, is what will make everything become drawn to you. It's what will make all your dreams start to come true. Because you become like a sun with gravitational force, and it starts attracting all the things that you want into your life. Your thoughts and your mind become very powerful. You start causing the things, your thoughts start causing actions, and those actions cause your thoughts to turn into real life in front of your head. Those fantasies and images that you had that were originally thoughts, literally with killer instinct and following through, which is part of killer instinct, that your thoughts will literally become reality, not just to you, but to the whole world. Because they'll be the things that you're doing. They will be your life, they'll be your story. All right, well, you're gonna have to do this, man. You're gonna have to write down a few fantasies down on paper, okay? And I say fantasies to help you to be in touch with your creative mind, okay? The creative, powerful part of your mind. The part that can have these thoughts that then become reality. That's how every invention happened, was because people had a thought in their mind. They caused that thought through actions with their body to become reality. And then the whole world then felt the effects of that person's thoughts and reality, okay? What you want to do with your life, what you want in it, you're just suppressing it. You're just suppressing it because society has told you, no, that's not appropriate. You can't have that. You're not good enough. You're inadequate. You're a normal person, okay? So this is killer instinct, and I'm going to teach you how to have killer instinct right now. Is that you are going to flip a coin, okay? You're going to get a coin and you're going to flip a coin. And if the coin lands on heads, it's going to be going after what it is you want, your fantasy. All right, man, so I want you to just picture that, what you want in your head, okay? And what you think the right choice is. Whether what you... All right, man, so I just want you to picture the life that you want, okay? If you're confused about, you know, what is the purpose that you're putting into your life with what you're spending your time doing? Just think about the life that you want versus the life that you're doing now, okay? And then when you're paralyzed by analysis, when you have paralysis by analysis and you can't make the decision, should I leave or should I stay? Should I keep doing this thing that I don't actually want to be doing and I know it's not my destiny to be doing, but I'm settling? Or should I go after my dreams and fantasies? All right? You already know the decision that you want. All my life I've been over the top. I don't know what I'm doing, but all I know is I don't want to fucking stop, bro. All my life I've been over the top. I don't know what I'm doing, bro, but all I know is I don't want to fucking stop. The desert. This is the desert. Major desert. Major Nevada desert. Driving through this stuff, I'm always thinking about like the original guys who came through here, like not that long ago during the gold rush and stuff. Like that was pretty much the first colonizing of this area less than 200 years ago, or like of California for Americans it is, and Nevada. Like there was nothing here. There's absolutely nothing here. There was no roads. Cars weren't even invented 200 years ago. You're using covered wagons and horses. And that must have been so cool coming through here, being the first Americans, the first United States of Americans to come through this area and be like, wow, like stake claims to it and stuff like that. This is mine. This is my territory. And put down your spear or your flag. California Plains, baby. It's a Mitsubishi. It's a Mitsubishi. It's a Mitsubishi. Yeah. Central Valley, California. I'm driving up the center of California from the south, the bottom, the long, up to the top. And I'm driving right through the middle right now. California sunset. Bodybuilder in Thailand. Bodybuilder from Thailand. California. California lifestyle.